What's up, everybody? I just got my package from Lee, my new shark guard. Pretty excited to finally have a splitter that just comes up from right behind the blade as opposed to behind the blade, and also the back of the saw, and also have 4-inch dust collection on top, so it should eliminate almost all my dust. So Lee has been awesome. Anytime I've emailed him or asked him a question, he's always got back to me and been helpful.
4701 and around 160 North Gulf Road, function and restaurant.
So it was about a 2-week turnaround time to get mine, and
4701, okay. 75, camper flush.
And it comes with everything you see here: a large splitter, a small splitter, which you cannot put the guard onto, and then the medium one right here that I have installed. And I bought the kickback pawls, so when I want to use my Ken, what I like is that you can keep them up out of the way if you're not using them, and if you want them, you can put them down because there's a spot for them to hang out right there, which is awesome. So the mount is pretty straightforward. I have a Jet 3 horsepower. It's a JTAS-10XL-1, so it's 3 horsepower, 220 with the extension table. And the guard, or the splitter, just fits right into where the stock one would fit, and I used the flat washer and the lock washer that I was using before. This orange handle is provided by Lee. I couldn't, as it sits here, I couldn't just thread it all the way in because it was going to hit everything. So what I did, this is a Torx screw. I took that out and I put the bolt that's inside here, and I screwed it all the way in so it was tight, and then I put the handle back on and screwed it, and put the Torx head bolt in to hold the handle on. So all I need to do really is just push this down, and then it's loose enough where I can take the splitter out, put it back, and then once it's done, just quarter turn basically, and it's in. Really simple and straightforward. I haven't checked to see how I'm sure I have to line it up a little bit, but
the alarm company, they're verifying a false alarm and child pulled the alarm. No problems.
So that is my Jet saw with the extension fence, the extension table. I don't know if I'm zoomed down or not. Sorry for being shaky. Dust collection, I have a 4-inch going over to my main line right there. And then what I did, I ran another branch, 4-inch up, across, all the way over. Sorry, let's show you. And then I just used a 4-inch hole saw bit, cut a hole out, and then used the jigs or the bandsaw to make it fit the way I needed to. Just screwed it into a piece of scrap plywood, screwed it into the rafters. Nothing's glued, so if I want to take it down, I can. And then that's just a blast gate. I wanted to make my own, so I figured this was a good spot. I'll try it. There we go. I had some mahogany for handle. And then I have a 45 coming off there, which this union friction fits right into. So I'm going to put friction fit that in there, and then I'm not sure on the length of the 4-inch how much hose flex hose I'm going to keep between there and the guard. I have to see once I have it set up, see what the best setup is. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to pause this and throw the guard on.
Just need to call them by the neighbor. They not.
Alright, so I'll show you how this fits on there. The guard obviously sits like this, and there's a slot there and a slot in the back that corresponds to both of these posts. There's a quick release here that slides up. You just go under from the back, slide it forward, put it down. I believe that's it. It goes up and down easily. There's rollers, so your stuff feeds right through. I haven't really checked to see how tight this stuff needs to be or anything like that, because it does move a little bit when it goes up. And then I just got to figure out what I'm going to do as far as dust collection with the hose. I'm hoping it fits right over there with a clamp. We'll see how that goes, and I'll come back and show you how I attach that in a couple minutes once I put the insert plate back on and just make sure it's square. Alright, so I've cut the 4-inch flex. It fits over that fairly easily. I gotta see if I have an extra 4-inch clamp to put on there, but I tried it and the airflow is really good. There wasn't much extra dust on the table, just a little bit. You know, I know it's not going to get 100%, but it got a lot of it. One thing I did notice when the guard's on, I gotta fix my outfeed table, but you can get as close. Where am I at now? Right there, just inch and an eighth. Is as close as I can get with the guard on before it hits. So if I'm cutting really small strips, I'll just have to pull the guard off, and also, I'll have to pull the guard off, and probably the bracket on the splitter. I know sometimes I'm gonna have to do that. I just moved my outfeed table. I gotta secure it again. But overall, it was a really easy installation. A couple minutes, not a big deal. So I'm anxious to run some boards through it and see how well it does. What I'll do is probably crack that just a little bit, you know, maybe like a quarter of the gate open, and then have the blast gate for this all the way open. And it should mitigate most of the dust. And when I'm not using that, I'm happy to have a splitter that doesn't extend back to the rear of the saw like the stock guard. Really happy with it. I'll probably post an update once I get to use it a bunch. Hope this helps somebody that might be wanting to install it on their saw. I hope everyone has a good day. See ya.